Lindsay, thank you. 1 year ago today, an EF3 tornado did serious damage and devastation to the city of Oak Grove.
Homes and businesses were in ruins after the 150-mile-per-hour winds descended on that city in a flash. Remember that? 1 year later, signs of rebuilding after the storm.
Right now, many homes and businesses are repaired or are still in the process of making those repairs, but there's still a lot of work to be done. 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial has been in town talking to victims and first responders. Stephen, how has this community responded 1 year later? What's this year been like?
12 months later, a lot of people here in town have gotten closer, and while things have changed and homes have been repaired, some things are still under repair. We're joined by the fire chief. Chief, you had been on the force here for 6 months, and then this happened. Describe 12 months ago.
Well, it was hectic and chaotic, obviously, that night, and it took us a little bit to get a grip on exactly what was going on and understand the magnitude of what had occurred, and get the resources in. But once we were able to muster everything that was necessary to try and deal with the emergencies at hand, what was really great was to see the community start to come together almost immediately in the aftermath of that storm.
And talk about, I mean, this is a small, tight-knit community, but tragedies like this bring people even closer. Talk about what you've seen just 12 months later. How has the city changed?
Well, I think you're absolutely correct in your assessment. You know, this community is very tight knit. It's got a very small town feel to it, which is fantastic. That night, you know, we had hundreds of houses that had damaged and a lot of people displaced. What was amazing to me was the fact that although we had Red Cross in case we needed to find housing for people, we didn't need to put anybody up. Neighbors and friends and family took in other members from the community, and that's the type of spirit this community has. We saw it continue on then for the year as we continued to try and take care of our own and make sure that people's needs were met. The Long-Term Recovery Committee continues to this day to try and meet those needs and see that we can take care of one another.
Chief, thank you for joining us this morning. Residents here in Oak Grove will be meeting at the Civic Center tonight at 6:30 so that they can collectively observe this day that they will never forget. Reporting live in Oak Grove, Stephen Dial, 41 Action News Today.
Stephen, thank you. And to see more of that devastation in Oak Grove, go to our photo gallery. It's at kshb.com.